Hi, don't know if anyone's here to watch or turn in. Hi, it's Ritza. My hair is a little flat today, which is okay. It's different. So I'm not really sure where to look. I know I'm looking sort of straight ahead. Never really know if I look up in there. I'll have to see. Oh, it's down here. I have no idea where to look. So I figured that out. I try to read about it before I got on here. But anyway, whoever comes on, and whoever doesn't. So, whatever. Today is Friday, November 20th, and I was going to talk about a few things, my art, some of the stuff that seems to be happening online on YouTube channels, some of my input. It's just also my opinion, some of what I'm seeing and hearing, and also putting it out to you. And then some of it too, it gets kind of too much sometimes to follow a lot of different things. And this will keep you abreast of my art, kind of when I'm planning what my challenges are and what good things are. And then also share some little tidbits. So one thing I'll start out with is I made some homemade hydroxychloroquine. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that word or YouTube will ban me. But what I did is I made some, and I had a couple of those canning jars. So I brought one to a friend, and this is what this is. So it should have come out a little darker, I think, but I think I made it with too much water. So hydroxychloroquine, you might have heard a lot of controversy, right? If you listen to mainstream media, what's happening is they don't want you to know about it because it's good for your health and it's cheap. It's good for your health and it's pretty much free. It's good for your health and anyone can make it from different things that actually have its properties. Or it's a type of hydroxychloroquine that a group I belong to in the UK they're doing it and they're saying they feel really good. So I said, I can do that. So what it is, oops, I'm just trying to make it pretty here. I'll show you in the end. I'm going to turn this around, see if you can get it. And you can't get me. All right, so it's basically my version was, or there's two ways to do it, is you take 2 or 3 lemons, 2 or 3 grapefruits. If they're shiny and you're not sure of their origin in terms of toxic stuff, you can take apple cider vinegar and wash them with that, I guess. That's what I did. I didn't soak them. I just washed them. I didn't soak them overnight or anything like that. Just washed it a little bit. Some people, I think they've taken just baking soda, but real baking soda, just baking soda, and maybe apple cider vinegar, and just kind of took a cloth, whatever, and washed it, because you don't want the skins to be super toxic. I don't know if mine are super toxic, but because I know people that organic, not organic, but even if it's organic, you're getting the rain. It could be, you could argue the whole thing, chemtrail, not chemtrail. Oh, they still might use some other kind of pesticide for organic. It's not like you could have a grow stuff and some like properties, let's say in a warmer weather climate, they would just have say they have their apples or their pears or their avocados growing from the trees. And some of those people wouldn't spray. They would just grab the fruit when it's done and eat the whole thing. This is nothing on them but nature. So anyway, I used 3 lemons and 3 grapefruits. I took the peels, and you just take the peels off the fruit. And then when you're done and you get all the skin, I guess, all the peels, mostly peels with a little skin, you put it you can put it in an aluminum pot, or you could put it in a pot that has one of those, like a glass pot. You want to simmer after you put it in the pot, and you cover everything with 3 inches of water where the skin is, 3 inches water above, and you simmer for 2 hours. You don't lift the top up because the stuff that has to be captured, the essence, the fumes, or the whatever, how it's being made, it stays in the pot. You don't let it escape. So that's what I did. I I'm putting a little thing in case a friend comes to visit. I'm going to give her one too. I'm going to put the word love on it and give it to her. Otherwise, it'll just have the word love on it for me if I don't give it away. So like that. And anyway, I can send you the real recipe if you want me to. Some people did use a crock pot and they simmered theirs for 6 hours, like, or whatever, really cooked it really slow. Maybe they got a lot more stuff out of the peels. But so you can take a tablespoon or you can sip it throughout the day. Eat whatever like that. It's going to taste bitter. It's going to not taste great. It's going to almost taste like as if you had the grapefruit in your hand, but you hadn't taken the peel off and you lick the peel. It'll taste like that. Not so great, but you can add a little honey. Or I can just say, I'm going to just sip this and that's that. I think you can heat it up later a little and make it kind of like a tea. But it's really important when you first are making it to not boil it. You don't boil it and you don't let the air or the essence escape. If your top of your the top of the pot doesn't have a hole in it, don't worry about it. Just don't keep checking it. You just leave it. So that's what I did with this. So I'm just showing you that I was going to make a little thing and put the word like love on it and like give it to a friend like that. So that's homemade. I think the ladies called it Quee or Queen or something so they wouldn't get bounced off of YouTube. But here I am, YouTube. Hydroxychloroquine in a bottle. Probably added a little bit too much water when I was first doing it. Maybe a little bit less would have been better, but it's still got the essence of it. I'm still going to get some benefit from it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to make it again because there's nothing wrong with it. It's healthy. It's the water with the stuff that's going to find out, right? If I cook in 2 weeks, you'll know, but I don't think so. I feel pretty good. I just drank a little bit. Like I drank this morning, maybe like an eighth, not even a quarter of a cup. I just said, I'm going to try some. And I just drank a little bit at the end of my glass in the morning. And I feel really good. I feel like I go. So, I feel happy, feel good. And that's what it is. It's antiviral, antibacterial. It's supposed to really help with your mood. It's going to really help, like, so anxiety. It's going to help against any disease you currently have, but take it for a while. So there was a report I saw, one of the girls, I don't know her, but she said something was bothering her. She didn't know she's going to like it. She kind of hated it, but she took it for 2 weeks. And as she got closer to the end of a month, she's like, wow, I really feel good. So we're going to stick with it. Ta-da. So that's what, and I'll just like be writing the word love. So let me reach over here. I want to just get some stuff. I'm just going to write the word love. I'm writing purple. I was going to write it in pink, but I'll write it purple. And this looks like gray, but it's purple. I'm just using some of my newer oil pastels that I wanted to try out. So another thing I want to talk about, but I am going to talk about my art. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about my art because I do want to promote it a little bit because I need some help. And so if anybody, says anything, sees this later and wants to say something, that's really, really good. I think you can hear me, right? I think my voice, I didn't check the voice, but I just put it up a lot, so hopefully you can hear me really good now. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I hope you can hear me really good now. I just put up to 70. I'll hear it back and see what mistakes I made. I was listening to something and I really didn't need it that loud. Sometimes when different patriots are on their channels, their microphone is really good and you can hear them. Sometimes they have guests and can't hear them too well. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I wanted to talk about how there are all these great channels, and it's true. Like I paid for $3 for a channel that I like, and I like it because they do bring a lot of different people on. So you're bound to find your cup of tea on there somewhere. And some people are just more likable. You just resonate with them. So you're gonna probably look for and or watch those shows when they come. Just like certain movies and certain people you used to like as directors, or certain people you just like if you like their acting, you might follow their movie even if you weren't thinking you were too crazy about the theme, you might go watch the movie because you liked that actor or you like that director. And then, of course, after a while, you would just discern, I want to watch it, I don't go watch the movie. So there was one, I would say, prime minister shouted out a channel that he has been brought on quite a bit. They like him quite a bit. And now I didn't really put it this way, but they are a channel that's monetized. They do a lot of, it seems like they do a lot of work. I could be wrong. Maybe they don't do a lot of work. I think they ask pretty good questions. I don't know that maybe they don't do a lot of research because I sometimes feel like either what the first thing is you can't hear your guest really well in terms of the way the internet's connected. So if you don't hear your guest really well, you might not understand. And so then when you ask a question, it sounds like, I didn't even hear what they said. What did they say? I don't know what they said. What did they say? Or they're very unprepared as interviewers. I don't know. I like them. I think they have, they're nice, nicely dressed. They're very kind to everybody, and they seem to give a lot of people a chance to come on their show. So that's really cool. But I get it that they have people back, I think, by popular demand, meaning how many people follow them in terms of the like, or how many people follow their guests and what they can make monetarily from all those extra people watching them, which kind of sucks in a sense because you don't want to feel like you're being used. And then on the other hand, you can't blame people. When they do monetize their channels a little bit, you have to understand it takes it could take 8 hours to 27 hours or more to gather information, to put together a podcast, to put together lots of material. And sometimes it takes time to really figure out if that person you want to interview, you really do, because you're kind of looking them up and asking questions. And in the back channels that I don't have, in terms of when these people get like really high end responses, they all know each other's emails or whatever. And their team or themselves can reach out to others, and they're wondering, is this person worth being on my show? Because are they good? Are they integral? Are they likable? Are they too, how much in trouble are we going to get if we get the wrong person on our show? Or will this be of value and actually serve others? And I do think they do want to serve others, and I do think they do have to serve themselves if that's their business and they need so many people on their channel. So yeah. Anyway, I just saw a little thing. Fox is regulation the answer to big tech censorship regulation? I think big tech needs integral tech. Big tech needs integral tech. It's not that we haven't really appreciated Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or whatever platform, because I didn't come up with it, and maybe you didn't, or maybe you have one. You're going to make it yourself. However, if you look at the people who own them, they're naughty. That's the nice word. Some of them are involved in absolute socialism, Satanism, adrenochrome drinking, slaughter, making us stupid, but not them, because they get the money and they're doing all in the socialism, Marxism, communism, doing all the stuff, rounding up all the people, ratting up all the people, finding all the people that drink and eat and chop their heads off and eat them in wars. So, hey, laugh at me if you want to, but this is true. You have to go look. Some of you won't go look. I get it, because it upsets you. Of course it upsets you. It should upset you. If you know that some people's kids were stolen so they could be tortured and drink their blood and wear their skin and eat their meat because you never find them ever. Yeah, you should be upset, of course. You should be very upset. Fucking take your fucking gun and go tell anyone, go kill him. Yeah, go kill him yourself and then talk to God later about it. That's what Italians do. Although, sorry, I'm Italian, the mafia, they have a lot to do with the Vatican and the Jesuits. Holy Cross College in Worcester, you know who you are. Jesuit founded, bad, really bad, really bad, bad. We need to know our world history much, much better. So anyway, let me go back. So some patriots have to charge a little bit, or they're getting into CBD oil, or like come watch me and maybe you can support me by my T-shirt. They have 1,000 people follow them. You buy a $12 T-shirt, you buy a $30 T-shirt. It helps them pay their rent. It helps them look up stuff. It helps them put gas in their car. Wouldn't you want to do that? I'm thinking of looking into GoFundMe. Not to rip you off. I want to give you something I make, but you know, we're all just trying to show up, eat, put on clothes, wash the clothes so they'll be clean, and contribute to people knowing something or being supported or delighted. Excuse me. You know, we just try and do the right thing. So anyway, I like Charlie Ward. I didn't join in terms of being on the Insider Club. I might, if I do that, I might have to forego the other one, as I'm not working right now. Um, so I do like getting all this information. I do sometimes feel like I'm listening too much because it's like the internet has become my friend, like these people who are reporting and feeling in similar ways than I am. Some are psychic, some are intuitive, some have been doing a lot of research for a long time, like 12 years or more. Not just like a David Icke for 30 years, but there have been some that are just, it bothers them. They've been doing this quite a long time. People thought they were funky. I mean, here we are pretty much relatively, we sleep well, more or less in our beds. We have more or less a shower we can take. We have more or less a cars that we can get to around. We're eating. We have a few people who like us at some point. We're able to express. But then there are the parents who've lost children, been stolen from them, never found. There are people that were going to whistleblow. You don't have to agree with me or not. They were going to whistleblow. They're going to come forward. They were going to give the government or police more information. But why all of a sudden they hung themselves on their doorknobs? Like, well, that's an accident. They accidentally committed suicide just before they were supposed to talk in front of a judge or Congress or go on YouTube on an interview. They get magically committed suicide on their doorknob. Seriously, come on. But some of you don't want to look. I mean, maybe you're looking at me today. Okay, good. And just be open. Me too. Be open because we're going to find out a lot of stuff. Even those of you who are like religious and you can quote the Bible and you can quote the Bible like in 4 different languages or standing on your head, on top of a stone, on top of a high mountain, on top of where the trees are bending into you and jaguars are coming along to sniff you out. You can quote the Bible, but find out what things are really true. There's a lot of information taken from the Bible that helps you know how to pray. There's a lot of sister chapters to the Bible that are true that were hidden away in the Vatican that are going to come out. There's a lot of things. There's a good government, bad government. There's a lot of things. We're going to find just be open because some of us are going to cry. Some of us go, oh my God, yeah, I kind of knew that, but whoa. Some of us are going to have mental breakdowns. Some of us are going to croak. Some of us are going to riot. The military will come in. So it's just being with everything, like having care and kindness. Because if I was psychic over you this very moment, I might choose my words differently. If you were psychic over me and had a sense of, oh, this happened with Jewel, but it'll be just, I'm not going to mince my words, but I want to choose my words carefully because I think she's been through something. So I'm just going to say it this way. And I'll even preface, I'll even check it out. I'll even just ask. I'll even come out and ask, gee, did you go through something rather horrible? And I'd like to pick my words because I don't want to build a wall. I just want to be able to converse and connect with you. These are ways to talk to each other. Okay, so I think that's what I wanted to say. So I'm going to give a shout out to Prime Minister because he's groovy. I mean, there's times, I think he was drinking on camera or he's smoking a little and he's out there and he's doing himself, but that's not all the time. He's an ordained minister. He does quote the Bible, but he understands his galactic family. He understands there's angelics. He understands there's fallen of both. He's open. That's cool, right? He's open. And he admits, if you don't know something, he says so. if he's like, don't understand what you are saying in English, he says, I don't get it. You want to back up? He's good. He don't pretend. He don't pretend nothing. He's real. You want people like that in your life. Real people who are good with you. It's just like young Pharaoh. You may not like that he swears, and he swears on one of his particular channels a lot. He's being himself, he's relating, he's whatever, but it can kind of help you get to that yucky, evil, hard stuff to listen to. For me, it makes me laugh because the swearing of the other stuff can be so uncomfortable and so true that the swearing and the way he's so into it makes it's entertaining. It makes me laugh, and I feel better. But that's just me because I've sworn like a truck driver. I know how to swear like a truck driver. I like it. I like when young Pharaoh swears. It's very, very colorful and very musical. It's really cool. But young Pharaoh knows to go on other programs or invite certain people on his programs in the realm of also their viewers. He doesn't choose to express himself in quite that way because he's inviting another person into the sphere, the area, the arena, and he values that. Those other followers won't understand first, may not appreciate, but mostly won't understand and will judge and not hear the message because they're going to be like, oh, you're swearing. Oh, you're swearing. Well, that is so low class enough for me. No, stop it. Just listen. Don't shoot the messenger. Sometimes the messenger has a very good message. Sometimes the messenger is a bullshit person. Bullshit. So get him out. But young Pharaoh is worth listening to. And so is anything really Charlie Ward. I think Charlie Ward is on it. I like him. He's real. Whatever he didn't do, I don't know. I didn't know him before. I just know him through whatever. He's from Spain. I like the idea, the whole thing of being from Spain. I'm going to add, so get the word love. This is going to be probably backwards for you. Love, L-O-V-E. But let's go in here. So it's going to go on here. And I'm going to put some, what do you call it? Glitter. 1 second. I don't want to forget this. Okay, so my oil pastel fell. That's all right. I'll live with it. I see it. 1 second. Is this the one that step on it or anything? So I just want to tell you, Charlie Ward, young Pharaoh, Charlie Freak. I don't know why Charlie Freak is not on Charlie Ward. Gassera. I don't know. I'm trying to find out from other people. I think they might have had a little falling out. I don't know for sure. I think they're both cool. And again, it's up to you to have discernment. You can go and you can just look up things. You go on YouTube and you put in names and just see. I like Dolly Daydreamer, just like her. I mean, she's just a lovely person. She's been doing research for a long time. She just knows herself. She's an artist. She's very likable, and you don't have to agree with her. Like, you don't have to agree with me. But there are people out there that have been following politics or following politics conspiracy theory or following different Bible spiritual and politics conspiracy theory or following galactics, that is the Pleiadians, Andromedans, Arcturians, space people, gray people, space people, fallen angels, fallen ETs, and politics and things labeled conspiracy, or not, world history, and Bible, spiritual, and there's the psychics, non-psychics. There's other people who've been following what's true history of the planet. I don't even know if I want to call it true world history because we have history. We know there's history books, obviously, things like that. But I think sometimes you have to read other books. And I don't mean you have to go get some occult book. Occult means hidden. Some book written by Aleister Crowley or somebody that was a Satanism and was talking about taking a look at things that are around or hidden somewhere, or there are books or writers who've done research, and there's truth, more truth in some of those than in a lot of mixed books that we get watered down in an educational system. A lot of educational platforms are connected to the Jesuits, or they're connected to Illuminati. They're connected to evil. And they're watching people in college and degrees and secret societies, all that stuff. Just good to have information. It's good to have discussions. It's good to be open-minded. So who's anyone else I want to mention? I just mentioned a few people right now on Spiritually Raw, like I think I said I was following them, but I think it's just mentioning. And then there's people I don't know, and some people I haven't followed. Like I haven't seen Angel Wallace in a while, so I don't know if she went to a whole new platform. I haven't seen her on YouTube, so she's totally off of that. Maybe she's not doing anything anymore. And more Angel, Snarky, McAllister. Maybe she is made on different platforms. Maybe they're totally on Patreon, and you pay to go see them. I'm not clear on that one. Patreon's a channel where a lot of patriots are, as well as BitChute. Some people have gone to library. And there's another one called MeWe I want to check into. There's also, I have to uncross my legs. My chiropractor said, don't cross my legs because it's not good for my back right now while I'm trying to go through some things. Oops. There's, who else I felt? There's, I think Koala Cam. I haven't really followed him, but he's up there a lot. I see him post a lot of stuff. And Koala, like, is with K. Cam, I think, is Kam. He's on YouTube. I think it's Koala Cam. I'm trying to think was there's a lot of other Janine or the Dolly Daydreams of UK. She likes Magenta Pixie would be good. Jen McCarthy. There's another person, an Eisenhower, a girl's name Eisenhower. I haven't looked her up. There are many to follow. I like the whole idea of Sean Morgan. I haven't followed him completely. I'm going to go to his page. He is a Q decoder. The Q. I think it would be good to follow some of these people about Q. I do feel that JFK Jr. is alive. And, even if he isn't, and I'm wrong, so what? But the fact is there are people, certain people that we couldn't believe are still alive due to faking their own deaths, due to knowing that there was so much bad around that the few that were good help these people fake their lives so that they could come out at a different time and still work behind the scenes to help expose the things that we really need to know and come to know that are truth for our hearts, for the planet, for the benefit of mankind, womankind, everywhere, for humanity, for all of us. So, but think of how charged, supportive, and amazingly bold and such tremendous vigor, like such tremendous force of belief in believing John F. Kennedy's wife Jr. is alive. It helps people stay connected, unified, figuring things out. Okay, so let me go on to another subject. I'll finish up my label in a second. There's two kitties here. I'm going to move so you can see, and I'm just going to get something. 1 second. Just 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Come back. Okay. So I'm going to do a little something. This is some water I haven't drank. I'm just using it in my heart water because I can. And I'm going to use some glitter. So I wanted to say that I'm going to use pink and gold glitter. I'm just going to use just a sprinkle because I don't need much for that little bit of paper. So guys, anyone who's in Massachusetts or close, I want to do, if you know of anybody or their office or their home, I want to do a free mural in their home. I need the practice because then, want to have a business and want to charge. But if you like any of my images, or I could draw up a little mock of something, and I have a projector, and then I would project, if you like the image or whatever we decide, onto the wall. Then I'm able to chalk it and draw it, and then I would paint it. And so what I'm looking for is that help to be able to do that for someone for free. They just pay for the supplies. And I would have that in my portfolio. And right, if they didn't like anything, certainly paint it over, right? Paint the wall. But maybe they'll love it. It depends. If you love me and you love my designs already, and I obviously draw and mock something up like 5 inches to 7 inches or 6 inches, 6 by 6 or 8 by 8, whatever it is, and I mock it up and paint it, show it. You like it? I put it on my laptop or to my projector, and ta-da! So that I can work as a mural artist for offices and homes and stuff. So I did put a little pink, but there's gold here too. So you can't really see. You can kind of see it glitters a little bit, like it's shiny. Ta-da! So I'm going to put that on there. So anyway, yeah, I wanted to let you know that. I don't know if I have. I worked. I have a new image I'm working on, but it's not completely done. I still can show it to you. I'm just going to stick this love on here. So I told you about the murals. I was having a hard time. So some of you may know or not know my car. I got smashed into about a week or so ago, and it was a hit and run. And they ran away, and I didn't see their license plate because of the way they hit my car in the corner they were taking. And I guess I couldn't even believe the person didn't even stop. They scraped up against my car, and they went on their way. It was in the dark. It was just around 10 o'clock at night. That didn't work out, so I needed tape. Anyway, the camera at that location on the lights was there, but not activated, not set up. So, yeah. I haven't reached out to the state. I was thinking about doing that. They may or may not help. I don't know. But anyway, that's being handled. My insurance covered some. I have a deductible. And I won't have my car for 3 weeks. I'm in a rental. Insurance will pay for the rental as far as I know. And the auto body place is doing their best. When everything goes through and they get their check. So when I think about it, they've had my car for already a week and they haven't been able to do anything because of this back and forth with the insurance agent. Anyway, it's being handled, so I want to stay light and bright. It's going to be backwards, but there you go. Oh, Prime Minister is live. I love Jay and April and Spiritually Raw. So that's what's on there. So ta-da. La, 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 la. So see about giving that away. Yeah, reach out to me if you hear this. Southwest SW, coyoteheart@gmail.com, or you can catch me on Facebook, Ritza Elizabeth, or I'll look at on Coyote Heart as well. I'm on Instagram as well. What else I want to tell you? Maybe I'll just show you the picture one time in case you haven't seen it. It's not really showing very good right now. Let's see. Let me try this. Let me try this. It's hard to. Hang on. Does that help? Oh, a little bit of a glare, right? Big glare. Let's see. Yeah, I just lost my thing. All right. It's not very good. Not very good. Anyway, I had a plastic sign, and the plastic sign said "Goddess of Murals" in totally fell. Oh my god, totally fell. So I'll get it. I don't know what else I want to say. I think I just want to say also, if things are not moving fast enough, we all just have to be, I don't even want to say patient, but we all just have to trust the plan, help each other, try to stay light. Please, if you do watch mainstream media, maybe have you noticed they have a way of saying certain things, like there's more masks on, there's more things about moving forward and the masks on, and moving forward with vaccines, moving forward with more masks on, and how to stay socially distant from your Thanksgiving people, and your masks on in your home. Fuck them. Hey, YouTube, fact checkers, fuck you. No, do not wear your freaking mask in your own home. What? I am the YouTube Gestapo that you have your mask on. You must put your mask on while you are eating and with your loved one. In fact, when you are with your husband, keep your mask on. Keep your mask on when you have your pajamas on. Keep your mask on. Oh, come on. I will say one more time, a virus is inert. That means it's dead. Inert, dead. A virus does not replicate because a virus is not bacteria. There's no such thing as spreading a virus because it can't replicate. Can't replicate. It doesn't spread. You can activate a virus. You might pick up a virus on a bacteria, but it still has to be activated in your genetics. That's science. Hello. All you nurses out there, poop on you. All you doctors out there dissing hydroxychloroquine and taking money for people who said test positive for COVID-19, poop on you. Because they ramp up the testing in the cycles to find whatever they can in your body. There's no test for COVID-19, and there's no test for a fake virus. Fake, because a virus doesn't spread. There's no such thing. Please, people, if there are any parents here who know people, and you have college people, and you have little kids, fuck them. Fuck, not them, the parents and fuck the colleges. Fuck them. You pay them $65,000 a year. The fuck? And your kids getting tested up the nose. You know why? Because they want to make clones. Oh, you don't like what I'm saying? Look it up. You don't have to like what I'm saying. It's true. That way they can find you by your DNA in the AI and all the things you shop for online. Steal your fucking kid. You don't like what I'm saying because it hurts? Good. You should be mad at me because it's true. Truth hurts. How'd you like to have your fucking baby stolen from your fucking house? These things make me mad. And then I want to spread the light and spread the joy because we have to stay right. I'm not prime minister. I'm not an ordained minister, so I can swear if I want. I don't have a great big YouTube channel. Yeah, so I can swear if I want. I have it on good acknowledgement. God swears. The creative being of the whole universe. The entire infinite mind of the whole universe. Made all kinds of beings. That which we see and that which we don't. All kinds of critters. And the tiniest bug that you want to kill, that you're a big fat dinosaur compared to the tiniest bug that you want to kill, to all the animals and all the plants on every continent, in every place. Made a lot of stuff. All the languages. So, swearing? When swearing has a purpose, it's just like saying, howdy. If it helps you get your feelings out, swear. If it helps you not like me, that's dumb. You don't have to like that I swear. That's okay. I don't care if you swear or not. It's different if you using swears and you're attacking people constantly, except sometimes if it's true, and if that's how that group expresses itself, they understand you better because you're speaking that language, that slang, that understanding. It's just expression. It's just expression. All right. So I'm going to pick up what fell on the floor. I want to leave you, I might come on later, but I want to leave you with something light and bright. Trust the plan. Trump wins. Good wins. God wins. I'm hopeful we know everything by end of December. December 21st, another portal of light. So, try to take loving care of your bodies and your minds. And when we are with people and things are tough, try very hard to take a breath and center, so you don't always react and just go, okay, being tested. This is a test within myself to not go back to an old way of blame, shame, and psychological reversal that they've tried to do to us via television and movies and just well-meaning family members and us, too, when we knew that game of being powerful over someone that was irritating us. So just, we're going to try to be the very beings the infinite mind sent us here to be, that actually chose to come here to be and be expressing the infinite mind as us here. And the infinite mind is getting expressed as well in learning stuff. Wow. This is so cool. So it's a good time. Let's plan our futures. Let's feel good as best as possible. I may end up doing GoFundMe. I will get and organize my art more to show dollars and prices, show you more of what I'm up to. I want to work on some art. Oh, there's so much Etsy. My Etsy is giving me a problem. I'm looking into. It's 1:16. I've been speaking about an hour, so I think I'm going to let it go. And ultimately, I appreciate all of you. So reach out to me too. I hope to talk to you again soon. I'm going to end the live stream and pick up my mess on the floor and then do some art. Okay. Much love. Bye.